everyone, it's Sue with Ully Cats Designs and Ully Cats World blog, and I'm here today for the June 2026 Karen Burniston Design Team Challenge. I'm using the largest of the rectangles crosshatch. Our main mechanism is the flip frame pop-up, and then some of our sentiments. I'm taking the just from word set 15, just because, and I'm taking the popping up to say from word set 4, just a note. And then the final sentiment is Happy Father's Day. So I've taken a piece of designer paper that is 9 by 6 inches, and I've just folded it in half. And because it was a one-sided pattern paper, that's where I used those crosshatch rectangles to cut out 2 panels to go inside to give the card some heft. And from the flip frame pop-up, I have cut this mechanism piece. I have cut the frame as well as a backing piece. And those are actually from 2 different reds. One's pattern, one isn't. And then I've also taken, and from white cardstock, I have die cut a stitched rectangle. But also in this set, there is a small scallop die that I decided I would emboss in the center of my piece. And I would recommend just looking at your die cutting machine, and it should give you some idea of what plates to use to emboss using a die. And it usually involves a rubber mat and a special embossing plate. Let's get started by adhering our piece. Now this is a coated cardstock, so it's going to take a little longer, probably dry with this glue. So the way we're going to do this, glue on that tab. This is where I'm going to put a weight on it. Also glued the Happy Father's Day, the shadow and the words onto the red frame, and I'm just keeping a paperweight on there. And I'm letting the inside mechanism dry a little bit. For the time being, we can work on we've got our letters glued down, and our mechanism has dried enough that we can glue on this part. And if you noticed, I just slightly bent this top corner so that when it hits, it naturally knows to go under. And our last bit will be to glue on our personal sentiment. On the back, I added a star, which comes from the Label Charm pop-up. It has a star, some flower, and a couple of different hearts. And that was just my final touch. So our finished card says, just popping up to say, Happy Father's Day. So there's a nice little rhyme. There's a place to write a personal message. And then we've got the star on the back. I hope you enjoyed this short video and you got a little inspiration from it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.